the winter chill gripping much of the nation. No such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. On play action, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, finding space at the 40, and just shedding him off there. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff running left is ETN. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Jaguars had 11-2 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And now they'll shift things around. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will slide down with a good gain. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. The Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of
absolutely. You'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, come on. Right there, hey. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hurley.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, mentioned we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll change things up. On third down, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
3rd and 12.
19 Lions. Hurt. 18, 5 in. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Cooper will come in motion right.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Lawrence changing the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, Hurley. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Hurley. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, smash! 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Hurley. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had a man running free, but he was shot. And it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was, that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Cooper, the man in motion right. Etienne up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action with Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. Touchdown! Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Hurley. Oh, he had him. He was open. He couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. 20! Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just like, and got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 1st down. Hurley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hurley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5.
And now 3rd down and 6 to go. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Hey, kill.
Pick it up, baby.
11.
Come on, man. Let's make a play here.
Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Hurley. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Danny Gray.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 65 yards. And the Jags have got it on cruise control. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. And now the rookie's free. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Back to throw. Hurley. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looking to throw. Hurley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his... Second down. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. On first down, Hurley. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. This thrown quickly out to Cooper.
call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 5. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
28 yards.
and the Jaguars just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hurley. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 197 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Here we go.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11. Go, let's go. Go.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. They'll get this off to Etienne.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Now those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Amari Cooper, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Escapes the defender. Up to midfield.
Kene Nwangu.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
217 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, Till.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Seriously? Was that even a play?
Easy, 11, Agate.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Hurley looking deep downfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
First down.
And he's got his big tight end here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hold it straight. Go check. Go check.
They run the counter. Wiggins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. There he goes, left side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Cooper will go in motion. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down. Hurley. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And Bigsby once more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off play action. Hurley.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Off the play fake. Hurley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Briggs.
Down the left sideline. He may go.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
22.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 2nd down, ETN once more. The 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Another tote for ETN.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they'll get him behind the line.
Fans usually love to see scoring.